MyWave is an online service providing legal guidance, HR documents, benchmark surveys, OSHA compliance and reporting tools, workers' compensation claims reporting guidance, all kinds of risk management tools and workplace wellness resources, safety publications, training videos, and much, much more. If you've already set up your MyWave account, simply go to www.mywaveconnect.com to log in. If you haven't created an account yet, ask your sales executive to send you a MyWave invitation. When it arrives, it's going to look something like this that you see on your screen now. Click on the Get Started button in order to set up your account. When you first set up your account, you will be brought to a screen that looks like this one. You're going to answer 9 questions and 9 questions only, and you'll never have to do it again. But what it's going to do is allow MyWave to tailor what it provides to you to your specific business, to your specific industry, and even to your position. And so first you'll see the first question is, what kind of content do you want to be able to access? Do you want highlighted? And so it's got all the different kinds of content here, but I just want to mention a few: legal news and compliance, risk management, human resources and safety policies, OSHA, all kinds of OSHA information resides within MyWave. And there's also benchmarking, employee safety meeting resources. All of this is available within MyWave. Select which you want to be able to zero in on. For the purpose of this demonstration, we're going to leave them all checked. Select when you want to be able to receive your content, whether daily, weekly, monthly, or never. In this case, I've pre-filled Virginia, since that's where our business resides, and I've selected manufacturing as our demonstration. So we're going to be in a manufacturing account in Virginia, or we're going to be in a manufacturing business in Virginia with somewhere between 21 and 50, let's say 40 employees. The size of our risk management department, probably in the 1 to 3 category. Human resources, the same, in the 1 to 3 category. And let's say I am a manager, and so I'm going to select that. But this way, when you think about it, the CFO is going to want different information than the president or maybe a generalist. But I'm going to go ahead and select a manager/supervisor. And here are the things that interest me. I want to hear things about benefits, communications, compensation. If I'm a manager, I'm probably not going to necessarily care about the HR and the benefits. Well, the benefits probably, but legal and compliance maybe not, but definitely labor and industrial relations. I'm going to go ahead and click on Customize MyWave Content. And now I'm at the home screen. Now this is the screen that you will always arrive at after you've answered those questions. But don't worry, if you ever want to adjust those settings, simply go to the Settings tab. I'm clicking on that now, and it's on the left-hand side here, and it brings you back. And so at any time, you can actually access those questions and tailor the content more specifically as your needs adjust. I'm going to click on the Home button again, and that brings us here. Again, this is where you, by default, land. The home screen presents the information within MyWave in ways that are meaningful to you. In the middle here, it is simply the items that MyWave suggests for you based upon those preferences that we just set. Over here on the right are trending topics. At the time that we're recording this, the coronavirus is definitely a trending topic. So I'm going to click on that just so that you can see there's lots of content in here regarding the coronavirus. Everything from employee templates, management content, etc. And this will be consistent. This left-hand side here will be consistent as you go throughout MyWave. It allows you to zero in even further. So what we've done is, you'll see up at the top, by clicking on that button, it's provided coronavirus resource as one of the things that we're exploring. But we can zero in on management content. There are 171 pieces there. Employee templates, there's one there. You can zero in on audience, whether you are an employer, whether the intended audience is the company/employer or the employee directly. So handouts would be tailored more to the employee. Type and format, I'm selecting that, and I can zero in on that. Let's say I wanted to get videos. All I do is select video here, and it automatically filters down to only videos that are applicable to those things that I just selected. At any time, I can unselect these in order to be able to go back a step. For example, if I want to unselect video, now I'm back to where everything on coronavirus is being shown. Now notice it says that these results are being filtered based upon those inputs that I provided under settings, based upon those preferences. I can view unfiltered results. In other words, everything that is available within MyWave if I click this View Unfiltered Results button. Now it's showing absolutely everything under, in this case, coronavirus. And so that just shows you how you can actually zero in a little bit, looking at, in this particular case, I'm clicking back on Home, but in this case, we started with trending topics. So again, here in the middle, this is just simply another way of saying this is what MyWave is suggesting that may be applicable to you. Here on the right are trending topics. Again, we clicked on coronavirus, but you can go through, and these are things that other users are actually finding very helpful. Federal and national information, safety information, OSHA, etc. Across the top are categories. So if you'll notice, this home page is all about just enabling you to be able to get to the information that you are looking for. Because at the very top, there's also a search bar. So these, whether it's these categories at the top, in the middle, on the side here under trending topics, are different ways of categorizing the information. If I click on Explore, all it does is it's going to show me, and I'll show you real quick how it works. It just shows me all of the categories. And so not only I'm clicking on Home again, not only just these few categories at the top, but if I hit Explore, it shows all of the categories. And so the ones at the top on the home screen are simply the ones that are most popular. And so I can go in here, I can find things on health and wellness, healthcare reform. I can go down to line of business. Here's all kinds of, here's a safety category, etc. So that is how the Explore tab is. It's simply a means of categorizing the information in a different way. I'm going to click on the home screen, and I'm right here back at home. By the way, if you click on the More button, what it does is it brings you directly to that Explore tab. So in other words, again, these are simply the most popular categories. These across the top are the most popular categories that reside in the Explore tab. But many times when you come to MyWave, you're looking for something specific. So let's do that. Let's look for ladder safety. That's going to be applicable in manufacturing operations at times. And so now we have recommended content, and it talks about OSHA content as well. But look down here under management content, here's a ladder program. Here's a ladder self-inspection checklist, fixed ladder self-inspection checklist, all kinds of ladder safety information. If I wanted to zero in on videos, again, I could go down here under type and format and zero in on only the videos. Employee templates are more employee-facing pieces of information. Maybe it's good for toolbox talks and safety talks. And then here's some policies, actually an employee safety incentive policy and a driver safety incentive policy. Not necessarily tailored strictly to ladder safety, but nonetheless, there it is, and that's where it's going to show up for you. I'm scrolling up to the top. Now, so we've gone over thus far the home screen and how the home screen just simply categorizes all the different content that is within MyWave. And we've gone through the Explore tab, which is a deeper dive into the categories. We've actually talked about the Settings tab. I'm going to click on that again just to show you at any time you can come in here and change your settings, clicking back on the Home tab. But now here's the Toolbox. The Toolbox contains many business tools that are very powerful and valuable to your business. Under the Featured tab here will be what MyWave is promoting at this time. Just it changes over time, but that happens to be what's featured now. I could click launch and I could answer a few of my own questions, and then it would build in-person interview templates so that we could hand those out maybe to the people that are going to be doing in-person interviews. Recently used, it looks like I was using the Employee Handbook Builder. The Employee Handbook Builder is one of the most valuable resources. We'll go over that and where you can find it in 1 second. It happens to be, because I was recently used, it happens to be in the recently used category. ACA reporting, health plan assessments, all kinds of powerful tools there, risk management tools, compliance apps, whether it be on the FMLA, or maybe you want a federal poster advisor. HR, this is huge. I'm going to click on that one and it's going to scroll me down just so I can show it to you. So all those things listed above are here. And so you have a custom job description builder. You have, again, the in-person interview question builder. That's where this happens to reside. Salary benchmarking, very powerful tool. An employee cost calculator to be able to illustrate to your employees the true cost and build an appreciation for the true cost of carrying an employee. Performance review builder, sample job descriptions, very powerful tool. Self-assessment tools, phone interview question builder, and total compensation statement builder. So those are some powerful HR apps. I'm scrolling back up to where we were. The employee handbook tool, I'm clicking on that, and well, that just brings me down to the section where the employee handbook builder is shown. And here, if I were to launch it, you would be able to build your entire employee handbook by selecting those sections that you want to include that are applicable to you. You can build it in multiple languages, and the best thing is it's compliant because all sections have been reviewed by an entire legal team. So you can at any time, and we do suggest you do this yearly, rebuild your employee handbook based upon the most recent sections so that you know you're always compliant. Now I'm going to go up to the top and I'm going to click on the OSHA section, and it's going to bring me down. I could just scroll down to it, but this is how I got to it here. You've got an OSHA log. Now the OSHA log is one of the most popular tools within MyWave. Clients rave about this. Why? Because it's a way to organize and track injuries, number one. So then they don't even have to be reportable injuries. This is all internal to you. You can record your injuries, track progress, keep track of them. And then the beautiful thing is, if you use the OSHA log, within a few clicks at any time, you can produce any required OSHA forms. If you happen to be one of the businesses that needs to electronically report to OSHA, then you can export from this tool in a CSV format so that you can then import into OSHA all the requirements. So long story short is, if you need to be able to track your workplace injuries, this is the place to do it. And especially if you need to electronically report to OSHA or produce any sort of forms that you need to publish at the end of the year, this is most definitely a super valuable tool. If you need to decide whether an incident is reportable to OSHA, then this recordable incident advisor is just for you. You're able to click on it and it will take you through a series of questions, at the end of which it will tell you whether that particular injury needs to be reported, whether you're legally required to report it to OSHA or not. It's that simple. We're all the way down here at the bottom under Safety Manual. I'm clicking on See All now, and you can see there are lots of industries, lots of different categories. In the middle, there's the manufacturing one, but they even have them applicable to landscapers, marine operations, all kinds, nonprofits, all kinds of different industries. So if you ever want to get back, you can either just close this tab like I'm doing now, and you're right back at your MyWave, your main MyWave portal. If you need to get back in the Toolbox, just at any time, click on Toolbox and it'll launch that new tab for you. Always remember, here's Home. You can click on Home and get back. And don't forget about this search bar. This is one of the most powerful tools in order to be able to zero in on the content that you specifically need. I hope that you find MyWave a powerful tool to help your business stay compliant and up to date. Thank you for trusting Bankers Insurance as your insurance agent, and please let us know how we can be of service.